Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of the Crazy Town Podcast. My name is Jonas. I'm your host, and I'm here with
TNT Dynamite, the explosive one. TNT DINOMIGHT girl.
Girl?
Yeah.
TNT girl?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a shinobi today.
Yeah, you do kind of look like Shinobi. If you could see that, if you're watching us live on twitch.tv/CrazyTown Media Live, you could see it. And he also has on a shirt of something I don't know what it is. Or you could also, we're watching the replay of this on our YouTube channel, Crazy Town Media. Or you're just listening to our sultry voices massage your eardrums finer than they've ever been touched before on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud.
Don't look at me when you say that. Don't look at me for dramatic effect.
Hey, it adds the drama, friend. You know. TNT, it's been a couple weeks since we've done one of these. How you been?
I'm fine, man. I'm good.
Yeah, dude. Life gets in the way, man. Sometimes we gotta, rob Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah, it's fine. Lots of things have happened.
Have they?
Yeah.
What happened?
I found out that you cannot stand backwards on the stairs.
You found out that I can't stand...
Nobody can stand backwards on the stairs. You can't stand backwards on the stairs.
Wait.
Yeah, think about it.
On a stair?
On the stairs. You can't stand backwards on the stairs. Think about it.
So either way, you're going forward. Is that what you mean? What a dick. That's a dick thing to do, man.
Why is that a dick thing?
It's like one of those things where you're like...
That's a revelation.
You're like, patient comes in and says, I can't operate. They're my son. And you're like, the mother's the doctor.
Revelation, Jonas.
Like Jesus?
Yeah, Joe Biden says that to beat domestic violence, especially violence against women, we got to keep punching at the problem.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
That's a bad choice of words.
That was a bad choice of words. And you doubled down, too, even after the gasps from the audience.
Yeah, dude.
Just saying.
That was like that. We're a peaceful racist organization.
One more thing happened. Elon Musk.
What did he do?
Did you see the new Tesla truck, Jonas?
No, dude, I don't.
You didn't?
No.
I'm dead serious. You need to look this up.
Can I look it up now?
You guys at home, you need to look this up too. Tesla truck, Jonas. I want you to picture the warthog from Halo.
It's been a long time, but I think I kind of got it.
And put it through an 80s neon wave kind of filter.
Okay.
So it's this big steel truck that is literally the shape of a warthog.
Oh my God.
It is angular and it's made of complete steel. This is a real thing. It is the weirdest looking truck you've ever seen.
I want to look it up right now.
It's a pretty awesome truck.
Tesla truck.
Look at this.
Oh, geez. Wow, dude. Oh, dude, that's fucking cool.
You like it?
It's like a polygon.
Dude, you are a god. I don't believe this. So they were doing
that's weird. Okay.
They were doing stress tests on it during Elon Musk's presentation of it. They were hitting it with a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Not a dent in the thing. They threw some balls at the windows and
whose balls?
Some steel balls.
Elon's balls?
Oh man, no. They were trying to say that the windows were anti-impact. Somebody just threw a ball right through the window. Elon Musk was like, holy shit. Didn't expect that to happen.
Oh, so someone thwarted his words, and then he was like...
He was like, here, take this 20-pound steel ball and hurl it at that window. Crack.
And then it breaks, and he's like, oh.
Basically.
Jesus.
But the thing is hideous, dude. It has a bed and everything.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I thought it looked neat, but I wouldn't want to drive one.
Kind of. The more I look at it, I hate it. And then I hate it, and then I like it more because I hate it.
It's weird.
Yeah, right.
It looks like a prism.
The son of Jonas, oh my God, the son of a bitch has a solid marble dashboard.
That seems like you would die. Why do you need a dashboard that would kill a small animal?
Not to mention the fact that they don't even build cars out of steel anymore is because they crumple. Steel crumples together, whereas whatever they're using now kind of crumples just apart.
Oh yeah. Like steel compresses and aluminum or whatever. It kind of folds or whatever.
Yeah, like the muscle cars. Those
things
are death traps.
Oh, absolutely. Because when you hit something going 100 miles an hour, it just accordions you.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay.
Sorry, that was almost like a story that was not even on our list.
That wasn't even on our list of stuff to talk about.
But I saw it and it was so interesting that I had to bring it up.
Truth, not facts here.
Oh well,
that was kind of fact.
It was more opinion.
It was more like matter of fact.
Yeah, it happened.
All right, fair enough.
Happened.
All right, man. You want to get into things?
Sure, man.
All right, ready. Remember, 1, 2, 3, go. Don't fucking cheat.
Never do. You're always the one that.
Don't throw paper.
I'm going to throw rock. I'm going to throw rock.
Well, go ahead.
I'm going to throw rock, okay?
Yeah. All right, cool. Son of a bitch. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm going to throw it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, you can't do me like that.
What do you? I threw a rock.
You threw paper and I scissored the fuck out of it. All right, man. Let's get into the fucking proper stuff. All right, man. So, let me ask you a question. Have you ever known anyone that had a life sentence in prison?
A life sentence?
A life sentence.
Like, do I have a pen pal in jail or something?
You
think I'm some cell man's bitch on the outside?
Cell man's bitch on the outside?
I don't know. What do you call an inmate?
Are you gonna take a fucking drone and drop drugs in the prison for him and shit?
Probably not. Is that what happened?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, I thought that's where your story was going. I was like, this is great already.
No, this is an interesting. I mean, that is a real story.
Yeah.
But so there was a man. I didn't get his name because it's not really relevant. He's in prison. He was sentenced to life in prison for murder. Dun dun dun. He got caught, dude.
Yeah.
They fucking caught him killing a boy.
That's what happens when you kill people. You go to jail for a long time.
So
rightfully so.
In 2015, he was hospitalized because he had large kidney stones.
Oh.
And he ended up getting septic poisoning.
Yeah, that happens.
Which is basically blood poisoning for people who do. That's just infection rampant in the blood to the point where your blood is like unhealthy.
Yeah, sepsis is like full body infection.
Okay. So he arrived at the hospital.
Yeah.
Unconscious.
Okay. Wait, the prison hospital?
I think they took him to the real hospital.
Oh, okay, good.
Like
because prison doctors, not the best.
They ain't gonna. Yeah.
Ain't the best.
So
just saying.
He went to the hospital, and this man actually has a DNR.
Do not resuscitate.
Which basically means do not do anything to keep them from dying.
Yeah, if it's their time to go, it's their time to go.
Right.
Saved my life personally.
So they, for some reason, asked his brother, and the brother said they could ease his pain, but otherwise nothing to prevent him from dying.
Okay.
So they still, anyways, ended up giving him resuscitation fluids through IV and saved his life.
You can't do that.
And he went under surgery to fix his kidney stones.
That's again the law.
Yeah. And in between this, his heart had stopped and restarted 5 times.
So he died a couple times.
So he died. He had short-lived death a couple times.
I can do permanent brain damage.
He has now filed a petition against the state for conviction relief because he had a life sentence and technically he died 5 times and he had a DNR, so he should have never been brought back to life.
Oh.
So does this man have a fucking case for this?
He has a case to sue the hospital.
Right.
That's about it.
But his sentence is for life.
Yeah.
His life was over.
Well, you can give that money to your fam on the outside, I guess, but you ain't getting out of jail.
But
doesn't absolve you from murdering somebody.
But he lived out his sentence. His sentence was death. His sentence was his life.
I mean, I get it, but that's like a technicality I'm sure they have covered in the statutes of limitations.
Dude, what loophole they got for the DNR and non-DNR fucking loophole for murderers, dude?
I love the devil's advocate, Jonas, but you know this is ridiculous.
I will advocate for the devil.
I love it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just fucking ridiculous.
But you see what he has a little bit of a point, right?
I get it. I do. But he's also crazy. And he's grasping for straws. If I'm stuck in jail, I'm going to grasp for
that straw.
He's like, maybe I can get out. No, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
but that sucks, so.
Yeah, dude. So he's been in there for the last 4 years saying he should be a free man.
But he should definitely sue the hospital.
Oh, absolutely.
Get all of that lawsuit money put on my books. He's going to get millions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's not, he will have a life of luxury in prison.
Yeah. He'll be like, he'll have all the ramen and cigarettes, dude. He'll be like,
right?
Yeah.
Yo, you give half of that to the warden, he'll let you go out.
I'm just gonna go on a date, warden.
Yeah, yo, warden. Here's 2.5 mil. let me go hang out for a couple weeks. I'll be back.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm
Yeah,
good for it.
that'd be great, dude.
Or actually, just let everybody come to him.
That works too.
Give him his own little private. He could just literally build his own prison. I'll upgrade the entire prison if you give me the prison suite.
Jonas, if he takes his money that he gets from suing the hospital and purchases stock in the prison.
Whoa. He's not just the owner. I'm not just the owner of the prison. I'm also an inmate. Yeah.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. Well, dude, okay.
That's what he needs to be.
Let me be real with you. If I was in this situation, obviously I would try the same thing. I'm not getting out. I would take that money and be like, hey, I want to make a large donation to this prison to upgrade everything.
No. You buy that bitch. You got that much money. You put all that money into the prison. It's just going to make you more money. But I like yeah, it's a good idea. I hope he's watching. But I also hope he stays in jail. But
wow, dude, don't say that out loud to him. He's going to come get us when he gets out on this loophole.
Come and give me some of that residual money.
Right?
That's what I want.
All right, man. What do you got for me?
Since you brought up a term that I used in this one, I'm just going to go ahead.
All right, dude. Nice segue.
I am going to kind of.
Okay.
I'm going to mess this name up super, super, super badly.
Okay.
Zhang Hong.
Zhang Hong.
Chinese doctor.
Okay.
He was flying on China Southern Air from someplace I will not pronounce because it may come across racist to New York.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I appreciate the respect of the racism.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
That's your jam.
It is kind of my jam. 70-year-old man on the plane was having some trouble going to the bathroom. Couldn't pee.
On the plane?
Yeah. This is called dysuria. It's inability or painful urination.
Okay. He wouldn't have known about this before he got on a plane?
I mean, he might have been having some problems, but he probably didn't know what the issue was.
Yeah.
He was just
okay.
Like, I'm just going to get on a plane, do whatever I got to do.
Right.
This can cause sepsis, which is that full body infection we were talking about, and it can even lead to death.
Not being able to piss?
Yes, not being able to pee.
Okay.
Like I said, once the urine, which is not pure, and it gets
once your urine's not pure anymore, you
man,
just die?
It just sits in your bladder and it just gets
bubbly.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
So 800 milliliters of urine was trapped in this man's bladder. 800
milliliters of urine? I don't know how much that is. I'm not a medical person.
Well, for a frame of reference, the average bladder can hold 16 ounces or 16 milliliters, which is about 2 cups.
Yeah.
He had 800.
Wait, 16 is normal? He had 800 in his...
That's what I'm saying. An exorbitant amount of pee was in this man.
He had like a piss baby inside his belly, dude.
He couldn't go. When you get old, Jonas, you're going to have dick problems, all right? It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to me. We ain't going to be able to pee.
Keep my dick out of your mouth, man.
We're not going to be able to pee, or we're going to pee too much. All right? And it's one of the two.
That's it?
That's all that happens.
That's all I got is I'm going to piss a lot or not enough?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So Zhang Hong took from the first aid kit on this airplane.
Right.
He took a syringe.
Wait.
Yes. And then he took a tube from one of the air masks that fall down when it's like, you're going down and shit.
The death
Yeah, the
rattles.
death mask. He took a tube from that, put it into the syringe, and began to siphon urine directly.
Oh, shit. He capped him and then fucking was using the syringe to draw urine out of his bladder?
No, I mean, see, that didn't work so well. So he actually had to put his mouth on the syringe.
Oh, my God.
And he literally sucked the piss out of this man's 800 milliliters of piss. That's like 10 of those glasses. No, more like 6 of them, 7.
How many?
7 glasses of urine. He sucked out of this. This really happened. You don't believe me?
No. I'm looking up how many milliliters.
Milliliters equal to an OZ. But
yeah,
he would just suck it and spit it out.
That is 3.38 cups of piss. So that's like 30 ounces of piss. Oh my God, dude, that's a lot of piss.
It's a lot of piss, man.
Dude, that's bad. Okay.
It took about 37 minutes, but
37 minutes
sucking piss.
All right, there it is.
37 minutes of sucking piss. The man was fine. But he was in extreme pain.
Well, I bet, dude.
He was in danger of dying. Now, the doctor's been heralded a a Chinese hero.
Aw.
And he said in a statement of it's just natural instinct for a doctor to want to save lives.
That's great. I would not do that.
You're not gonna suck the piss out of my bladder if I need it. Yo, that's fucked up.
What if if we're in the jungle and I have a catheter? I might think about it.
You would cath me?
If I had one.
Hell yeah, man.
We're in the jungle.
I'd cath you too, bro.
Well, speaking of, you said he's a Chinese hero.
He was.
I have someone who is not a Chinese hero, so that's a great. We're really just bouncing him off today.
Is it an American hero?
No. So we've talked before about how China has a social credit system that basically, if you're a deadbeat, if you don't pay your bills, if you're a bad person, you can. There's certain things that you're not able to do. Well, there is a man. His name is Wang Saikong.
Oh, Johnny, see, that's what I was trying to avoid right there.
What? Sounding what? Dude, get out.
Go.
Wow.
Just go.
This is a Chinese billionaire's son.
His name's Wang.
He's 30. Yeah, his name's Wang too.
Okay, that's fine.
So
that's
he's
fine.
31 years old. He disobeyed a court order where he owed the conversions about $500,000 US to a business for a failed dealing or something. But he's a billionaire's son. He has the money.
Okay.
He is refusing to pay.
Why is he refusing to pay?
Because he doesn't want to, dude. He said, "Fuck you."
Yo, I'm sick of rich people being entitled.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like the fucking Bezos thing. I like that. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, do that.
So basically, they have now stripped him of the right to having a high-rolling lifestyle.
What does that mean?
He is no longer allowed to fly first class, buy luxury goods, ride on high-speed trains, go on vacations, stay in high-end hotels, go clubbing, play golf, buy properties or cars, rent offices, or many other things.
Wait, what? The government stopped him from going on vacation.
How many times do I have to tell you what fucking communism is, man? They do what they want.
It doesn't sound like communism.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like
communism.
It sounds like a dictatorship.
Which is communism.
No, Cuba wasn't a communist country.
Yes, they are.
Is they? Are they?
Dude, Cuba?
Yeah, Russia.
No.
They used to be.
Yeah, they aren't anymore.
Germany.
No.
Australia.
Pennsylvania. Korea. North Korea.
North Korea.
China. Cuba. Cuba may not be anymore.
No, I think they stopped
that. There was one other place. I don't remember.
China.
Yes, China too. So, yeah, dude. So they basically said, so I guess they haven't labeled him a deadbeat yet, but that's the next step. Because you remember we talked about the app that has the debtors that they like. So if you can bring up your app and it'll show you all the people that are pieces of shit around you.
Yeah.
He hasn't been designated that yet because if he gets that title, he could go to jail.
Well, I mean, he should pay. I give him that.
Yeah.
Wait, were the Nazis communists?
I mean, that was more of like just like that was like fascism, dude.
Come on.
What, dude?
Wait, I'm just trying. The whole Nazi thing is just killing me. All right, I want to stick with the guy.
Wait, why? We're talking about China. Where are the Nazis killing you from?
Because I thought the Nazis were communists the whole time.
I mean, sure, dude. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about history.
I know, but the communism is. I thought it was like everybody gets the same, and they try to treat everybody fair.
That's utopia.
No,
it's utopian.
No, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, you do that off camera. That's great.
I will. But yeah, good man. Fuck you. Pay
So
your bills.
Also, I mean, we have some more fucking fucked up China things going on. If you want me to touch base on those.
No, sure, whatever, dude. I don't give a
So there's a video someone released of them leading a bunch of Hong Kong protesters onto a train. And
onto a train?
They're loading them up, bound, and putting them on a train.
To do what?
To go to the camps that they have, which I also have video of these people sitting in like basically concentration camps.
They have camps,
dude.
See, this is where I'm trying to get the point. Where is the line between communism and the Nazis?
Well, now like shit's, dude.
It's getting pretty Nazi out there.
Well, there's that thing about like that they take prisoners and they make them do forced like organ transplants and kill them for that, and like so like I think. Like, Germany just said that they want the UN to go into these camps because there's video been released of, like, literally there's rows of people sitting Indian style, like, blindfolded, and, like, they're saying they're brainwashing them, and, like...
And what was anybody going to do about it, though?
I mean, if that's like a world crisis if if they find out like it's all true.
Is it?
I mean, it's the same thing as having a concentration camp for Jewish people, dude.
Or what, are we going to stick our nose in that, you think?
I think I don't know, man. The world would have to stick their nose in it.
Oh, like Stamos. No.
John Stamos would have? Yes, John Stamos would ride a fucking white pony.
NASA. What is it?
United Nations. NATO.
Jesus
Christ. Anyways. I need some relief. That was a hard hitter.
That was, man. Yeah, I hope that guy, I hope he does lose his ability to fly on planes. Pay your bill.
Fair.
Right?
Pay your fucking bill.
All right, Jonas, I got another penis story. If you're ready for this.
Bring them on, friend.
You ready?
Yes.
James Michael, UK man.
Okay.
Went on his dream vacation. Went to Africa. Tour of Africa, Jonas.
Did he say why it was his dream vacation?
I don't know, Jonas, because the Serengeti is beautiful.
Okay, I'm good. Let's do it.
He was enjoying the wildlife, the nature.
Okay.
Decided to go to Malawi. Malawi. Yeah, I don't know. He was swimming in Lake Malawi. Malawi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pronounce that. It's hard. While swimming in the lake,
yeah,
a parasitic worm crawled into his penis and laid eggs.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's a real story. It really happens.
So, all right.
Hold on. I know, Jonas. Why wasn't he wearing a condom, right?
Every time I go swimming, I have a condom.
I got one on right now.
Do you?
Just you never know.
Safety first.
Yeah. After hearing this story, you might want to wear one at all times too.
No shit, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I feel like that was meant to happen.
What do you mean it was meant to happen? You're saying he did it to himself?
No, I feel like that was meant to happen, dude. Because listen, okay. The chances of you getting in water with clothes on and a parasitic worm finding its way through your clothes to the tip of your penis with a hole that is no bigger than a pencil eraser at most. Probably, actually way smaller than that.
Yeah, I was going to say, how big is your urethra, fam?
I'm speaking in large. And then for this worm to find its way in there, and not only find its way in there, be pregnant, lay eggs inside of your penis, that seems like manifest destiny to me.
Man, it seems like you're itching for a time like that if you jump into some African waters. Like natural, jungle waters? No.
Oh, okay. So if I go in the Atlantic and that happens, I'm like, oh, that's meant to be.
Yeah.
But in Africa, it's just like a Tuesday?
Because it's fresh water, not salt water. And it's like the fact of, that water is full of bacteria that's from the dawn of time. Oh. Because that's where they say all life begins and shit.
Hey, so African water is from the dawn of time?
Yeah, man. It's gross.
Wow.
This is like some dawn of time, precursor to first fish crawls on the land type water. It's fucking disgusting.
Holy shit. That's really intense.
So, anyway, either way, it laid eggs in his vital organs.
Right.
And then it started hatching and reproducing.
Okay.
And, in about, 3 or 4 months later, he couldn't walk upstairs. The doctors told him that for some reason his own immune system began attacking his spine.
Oh my God. Yeah. Gave him lupus?
Yeah, spinal degeneration.
Wait, so he had worm eggs in him, and the worm eggs ended up making his body attack itself.
Yes. Because they had set up shop in his back.
Oh, shit.
So when they set up shop in your back, your body's like, hey, we got to kill this spine to stop us from dying.
Oh, wow. It was like a defense. It was
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
So the parasite is called schistosome. Schistosmes. Schistomosis.
Schistomosis.
Yes. And
it's like the ghost with the Moses.
He actually ended up having to go to a tropical disease doctor. And they gave him a medication that did kill the infection that was riddling his body, basically useless, but it also left him completely debilitated and in a wheelchair for about 6 months. And they say there's about a 30% chance that he can make a full recovery.
Wow.
In 10 years.
In 10 years.
Yo. don't go swimming in dirty
Africa?
ass water. Don't go. Why would y'all know? This is what I'm talking about, Jonas. This is what I mean. Why? You see, you want to jump in the pool. You want to jump out of the plane because, it's fun. Fuck that. I got to protect my dick.
And your spine.
Yeah. And my vital organ.
He took a dip in the water, and the man won't be the same for a decade.
30% chance that he will make a full recovery. So there's a very good chance that his body will never, ever be the same again. Just because he wanted to go swimming. But honestly, a lot of the quotes that he was making were like, they sounded like they were in good spirits. I'm sure he's looking back at the fact that he jumped into these African waters and started swimming around with no condom on. I'm sure he's looking back and regrets every moment of it, but it was his dream vacation.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah, I don't know if he just like jumped in for a second. The story didn't really specify.
I
that,
don't know if he was like, oh, let's spend the whole week in the waters of Africa, or like it was like he fell in real quick and like in 2 seconds the worm was like, oh, a penis without a condom on it. Let's get in there.
Yeah, it might have just been a total bro moment. It was like, dude, I bet you won't swim in it.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta love those. It's like, here, hold my beer.
So yeah, all the rumors are true. There is water, or there is a parasite that will jump up in your old strong box and collect all its payments from
the
you.
Old reverse axe wound.
Yeah, the old sausage rack.
Woo!
the old crotch cigar.
The old crotch cigar.
That's it, Joseph. That's all I got for that, man.
Wow.
That's my 2 penis stories. Woo.
Oh, all right. So anyways,
Dick man.
I think that we had talked about all the Epstein memes. Everyone's like, oh, Epstein didn't kill himself memes.
Yeah, what else you got on him?
This is a real quickie, dude. Basically, the FBI is now probing the death whether a criminal enterprise played a role in his death.
Jonas,
and 2 guards that were working that night were charged with falsifying records.
Yeah, they got taken away, man.
But what it did say in the article was that, he was on suicide watch recently before that, but there's different levels of suicide watch that, it's like, obviously you are having consistent thoughts about suicide, or you're not quite as much of a danger as you were. So it's like, so it wasn't like he was on full red alert and.
Yeah, I worked at a mental institution, Jonas, for a short while, and I was kind of like an orderly, and we had people on those different levels of suicide watch. So there's one person, there's one person type where you can't take your eyes off of that person. You basically have to sit right outside of their door and watch them.
Constantly for the entire
so you're just sitting there and just watching this person basically just look at you, and they might talk to you or whatever, but you can't take your eyes off that person, because I've even had it where the moment a person left, they broke a mirror and tried to start to cut their wrist. It's ridiculous.
They're to the point where they're so ready to go that any second they have there.
And then depending on their own mental capabilities and their likelihood to try to kill themselves, they'll be on 30-minute watches or 40-minute or hour watches, for either that or health reasons or whatever. But I could see how he would be on a more lax, because it's dude might kill himself because he's in for a pretty strong trial and everybody's going to hate him once the truth starts coming out. But he probably wasn't actively suicide. If you leave me alone,
right. Give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna be dead. Yeah.
And I've definitely fudged a time or 2 on my sheets.
Wow.
Come on, man. Come on.
I got you. Okay.
Motherfuckers get tired working night shift. All right. Sometimes you gotta find a place to just go and chill for a minute. 10:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30.
Yeah, man, I feel you. I don't feel that, but it's cool.
Yo, those 2 security guards, Jonas, one of them is a father with a daughter, a single father.
Oh, wow, you've already looked this up.
Oh, I've heard about it, yeah. I've heard a lot of it.
I feel there's a lot of, shit coming out about this, Prince Andrew or whatever, the guy from the UK royal family that has ties to him, he's now stepped down from his public duties and
Yo, and honestly, if they really do get into it, man, some shit is gonna come out.
Oh yeah,
because I feel like those 2 guards probably know something that they're not letting on, probably because their lives are in danger.
Oh, they probably got paid off to.
They probably got paid off, and then they were like, if you say anything, we will kill you and your family.
Yeah, if they're going to kill Jeffrey Epstein in a prison, they're going to kill the 2 guards that...
Yeah, because it's not like it's in a house. It's not
right.
like
it's not like it's broke into his house and murdered him.
There's only so many people that could get in and out of a prison on that night.
Especially that high profile of a person.
And it's naturally it'd be a more high profile prison with cameras. This guy is fucking public enemy number 1 for a week. Shut the fuck. They seriously already got to have video of the person walking in and walking out or some shit. Or what
well,
really
there's some, yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. It's...
I don't understand. If you got a fucking suicide watch, wouldn't you have a camera in their fucking cell? You would think. I don't know. Maybe I'm being...
I don't know enough about the prison system to know how it works.
But it just makes sense to me.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's, I have a feeling like once stuff starts coming out about that, it's going to be, yeah. There's going to be some high-profile motherfuckers that are not like...
Oh, yeah, man. There's pictures with that guy and with everybody.
People thought that the Aunt Becky college scandal was a big deal. Wait till, like, world leaders are getting pulled out for pedophilia. Yeah, dude.
I didn't realize it was that strong, Jonas. That's strong of a pull.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, when you have that powerful of people involved, no wonder the guy's dead.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
because it's like, what's more of a risk? Trying to kill him in prison or all the shit potentially coming out about all these motherfuckers that people
Yeah. And this is only the information that we're being allowed to have hit our ears.
Right. Well, FBI's obviously not putting a lot of shit out.
No, they're building the case, and they're gonna all. Yeah, that's what the FBI does. They take 10 years building a case, and then they just like, yep, you're going to jail.
Everyone.
They're like, hey, everybody.
Yeah, because what'll happen is you won't hear anything about it. Then all of a sudden they'll arrest like 40 people overnight in one sweeping raid and get all of them.
And that's what's going to happen. So we're getting like just
nibbles
at what's really happening.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like I said, there is no way that this motherfucker was in prison, like nobody saw what happened.
Right? Oh yeah.
I'm surprised that the 2 security guards honestly didn't get pulled in the first day.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
They probably did.
Yeah. Well, the other thing with that is, what was I gonna say about that? I don't know. It'll come to me.
So yeah, it's probably like protective services, not protective services, but like when they protective custody that they took them in this time.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. And their families probably too, because they know. Because I think once they know the walls are closing in, it's gonna be a sketchy. I mean, it would be like those. Oh, this person, like all those coincided with people that have fucked over Russia are all like falling off their balconies and dying. Like oh. It's coincidence. You used to be a spy against Russia, and you fell off your balcony. And then another person. Oh, you ended up poisoned. Oh, like, God. I mean, come on. I mean, like, if it smells like a duck and quacks like a duck.
Johnny, I gotta know. Like,
yeah.
What goes through the mind of a pedophile when he knows he's caught? That is what I want to know. Is it like a level of embarrassment, or is it like, oh my God, is it like everybody's going to find out, or is it I'm going to jail forever and they're not going to take it easy on my butthole? What is it? Like, what's the trumping word?
Dude, I can't even put my mind in that.
I can't either. And that's just kind of why I'm at this, like, I'm like, damn, man, that has to, like, holy shit, you got to stop, man. You can't be doing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's not worth it, man.
No, dude.
No, it's not.
Well, it's like, and how do you think that eventually that's not like, okay. So this guy has like basically a minor prostitution ring.
Lolita Island.
How do you think it's eventually not going to come to light in somehow, some way? Like, it's like, okay, it's like the guy who starts selling crack. And he's just selling to his buddies.
Is it like that?
No, I'm going somewhere with this. So it's like, he's like, all right. He's like, I know someone who I can get some crack from, and I have some, we'll say weed, because I guess crack's a little weird. This is different. I know a guy who I can get some weed from, so I'm going to get some weed, and I have like 4 friends who want to get some weed too.
Okay.
And then you're like, wow, that's really easy. Like, maybe I should like sell to a couple more friends. And then next thing you know, he's like, oh, well, that's really easy. And the next thing you know, he's like selling to everybody. And then next thing you know, eventually, one of these guys that you don't know real well is going to get pulled over by the cops, and he's not going to want to go to jail, and he's going to be like, well, I got it from Joe Schmo. And then, it's like, so it's like eventually, the more you spread your ring out, the more chance you have for one of the fucking 6 degrees of separation motherfuckers to be like,
absolutely.
they're like, I don't know Jeffrey Epstein. Fuck him.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, I encountered him one time and, whatever. So it's like.
And the thing is, Jones, it's not the fucking 80s anymore.
Yeah, right.
We got forensics.
Yeah, dude. I know, right. You used to be able to get away with a lot of shit.
You could sell kilos of cocaine just putting them in shipping containers in the 80s.
Right. You could take them on an airplane and go. Yeah.
So, you could have a Lolita Island in the 80s. Not that you should, but you could.
Oh, yeah, because,
there was no internet.
Right.
There was no cell phone.
No,
there was no forensics was nowhere near what it is.
Right.
It's 2019. There's surveillance everywhere. Surveillance we don't even fucking know about.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They know who the fuck killed him.
Oh.
They're hot on his tail, and then when they get him.
Well, the problem is the guy who killed him was just the hired hand.
Yeah,
then it's figuring out.
But
it's
who hired you? Yep. And then who hired you to hire him? And then who hired you to hire him to hire him to hire him?
And next thing you know.
Oh, Trump.
Wow. Wow, Jesus. He's already in enough trouble.
Right. I want nothing. I want nothing. I want no cute quid pro quo. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, dude, it's your turn. Go.
That was a good story, Jonas. I like talking about that conspiracy theory
Yeah,
stuff,
dude,
man.
it's crazy. I just can't wait for something to happen with it.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not like a JFK thing where like 50 years later they're still like, who killed Epstein? Did he kill himself?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know
never
who
know.
it was, though, Jonas. I'm telling you.
Okay, cool.
Barack Obama.
Obama did it.
Obama did it.
Damn it.
Thanks, Obama. All right, Jonas. Rochester, New York.
Okay, I've heard of that place.
Yeah, Jonas, this is up in the Mid-East where we're from.
The Middle East? We're not from the Middle East. The Mid-East.
The Mid-East.
No, the Midwest. All right.
That's what it feels more east to me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, well, New York isn't part of the Midwest. Ohio's the precipice.
Yeah, it's weird how they call that the Midwest, because wouldn't that just make most of the country west? I don't like that.
Yeah, maybe it's a proportionate basis on the number of states, because there's a lot of states in the east that's all like bunched up. And there's not as many as you go, or as populous. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
That might be why.
It could be. I could see that.
Either way, Rochester, New York, we're talking about an 82-year-old woman named Willie Murphy.
Willie Murphy.
Good, sweet.
She sounds awesome.
Good, sweet, kind Willie Murphy. Lived alone.
Yeah.
In her home in Rochester.
Yeah.
And she was getting ready for bed. It was about 10:50, 10:30.
Okay.
Something like that.
10:50, 10:30.
Yeah,
that's the way you tell time.
Somewhere in between
Just
there.
like it.
Somewhere in between.
We're always going reverse.
But
I'll be there at 10:50 to 10:30.
And then she heard a pounding at the door.
Was it Jesus?
It was not Jesus.
Okay, fair.
It was an inebriated man who was saying, "Please call an ambulance. I've been shot."
Oh.
So Willie Murphy, she got out of her bed and put on her house robe and her fuzzy slippers with just like the strap over it and the, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and she waddled over, grabbed her walker and walked to the door and let the man in. No, that did not happen. Actually, she heard a loud noise. The man punched the door down. Ended up kicking down her door. Now the thing about Willie,
is the part of being shot true?
We'll get there.
Well, wait, did he say he was shot?
He did say he was shot.
Oh, and then he broke down the door.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I got
sorry.
you. Okay.
I'm
I was
sorry,
like, did any of this happen? I was like living an alternate reality.
No, she didn't let him in. She didn't waddle over in her house coat because Willie Murphy is an award-winning bodybuilder.
Oh, at 82?
Yes.
Awesome.
Began lifting in her 70s to help herself stay independent and strong.
Yeah.
Like I said, she lives alone. So, when this man entered her home...
She's got Bowflex in her closet.
Willie Murphy proceeded to pick up a table and hit the man with it and broke it over his fucking head. Then she grabbed some shampoo that... I don't know why the fuck she had shampoo. Grabbed some shampoo, poured it into the man's eyes, blinding him. And then continued to hit him with whatever furniture she had in the house. She hit him with a stool, apparently.
Wow.
She did call 911 when he first said that he had been shot. So the police showed up around 11:53.
Like an hour later?
No. NYPD don't fuck around.
You said 10:50 to 10:30.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What kind of neighborhood was this in?
It was in Rochester. That's not bad. Yeah. Rochester's all right. But The police showed up, and she was on top of him, punching him.
She's still beating him.
When the police showed up. And good, sweet Willie Murphy decided not to press charges, said that the man needs to get mental help, and he was drunk, so he probably didn't know what he was doing.
Assistance as well.
Yeah, I mean.
And she broke his life.
So congratulations to Willie Murphy, and that guy obviously fucked up by trying to break into the wrong lady's
Dude,
house.
it's like that whole thing of like you never know who you're messing with.
That's a good point, man.
Like it's like I read a story online today. It was about like there was this lady who came in to it was like a store for like some sort of retail store for like a really high. She was coming in there for an interview of a really high position, some like 100K a year job. And when she came in, she was looking for the guy or the woman she was supposed to interview with, and there was like someone like sitting on the floor, like stocking shelves, like moving around all crazy. And she went up and talked to him about like whatever, and asked him what he did there, and he said that he was the cashier or whatever, and he was just like he had to get all this done and this whatever it took to get it done. And she made some like comment about like, oh, I would never do that shit, blah 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 blah. Turns out he was the fucking CEO of the company. He was in the store just fucking putting in work because it needed done.
I've heard of people doing that.
And like he went in to do something and it was like, oh fuck, all the shit he's done. He just started going. He just went to fucking work. He was waiting for this lady to come in to do an interview. So like he just told her he was a cashier, and she was like ignorant to him about it. And then and she fucking obviously
didn't get the job.
Well, she walked in like, I would never do that, ha ha ha. And he was like, well, I'm the CEO. Like, why wouldn't you do this?
Oh, you know what, man? It's like that. They had a show.
It's like entrapment.
Do you remember
Undercover Boss?
It was I think it was
Where they would
Undercover.
dress the boss up in like a wig and have him go work in the restaurant.
You remember?
And they'd be like, oh, your mom's sick? Here's $20,000.
Yeah, at the end, he would always give people raises, or some people would be like, oh, you're going to get fired.
Yeah, because he'd be like, I hate this job. F this fucking place.
He has a bad attitude. It was like, what? Everybody, you're on camera. Don't you know the jig is up?
Yeah.
I think that the guy who had the bad attitude was a plant.
Yeah,
just to like keep tension up.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, but no, dude. It's like
we should do Undercover Boss, Jonas.
Dude, I would love it.
I would just. I was gonna say one of us could just come in a disguise or something. Yeah.
Why aren't you guys doing YouTube videos today?
Dynamite isn't gonna be able to make it today, so I'm gonna sit in. I just judge your performance.
We call you TNT Boomstick.
They got the camera. TNT Dynamite in disguise doesn't approve of Jonas's joke.
You're narrating over top of it.
At the end of it, I just take off the wig. Yeah, it was me the whole time.
I'd be like, oh my God, please don't fire me from the crazy town. And you're like, if you change your attitude, we'll give you $1 million. Yeah, oh, it's changed.
Yeah, Jonas.
Yeah, dude, I feel you. But yeah, you never know who you're going to mess with. You hear all those stories about like people try to rob like an old man. I saw this one. It was a picture of like an old man and like this like young kid, and he fucking looked like he was through a war. And it was like, so and so 23 broke into his neighbor's house, did not know his 70-year-old neighbor was a retired ex-Navy SEAL and professional boxer for 40 years, and he just whooped the kid's fucking ass because he tried to break into his house.
Damn. That guy was itching to use those skills.
Oh,
too.
Dude.
He's been itching to beat somebody's ass.
He's like, I had to fight nobody in 27 years.
That's the thing, man. Like, these old people who are fucking, like, who are, like, killers. They're, like, fucking secret agents on the low. They're just itching for somebody to fuck with. Oh, well, you think about it, dude.
We're getting to the time now where, like, like, old people, like, people who were, like, 70, say, 40 years ago, they weren't like even the best boxers in the world weren't that great of athletes compared to what you are now. So if you could, like, imagine in, like, say, like, how old's Mike Tyson now? He's probably like 50.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson will eventually be 70, 75 years old if he lives that long.
And he will still fuck you up.
And if someone didn't know who he was and started some shit with him, he's still fucking Mike Tyson, dude. He's still fucking Mike Tyson. Dude, he may not be able to do it as much, but if he gets one good fucking shot on you.
And he knows how to do it.
Right, dude. It's like.
And he's going to be itching to do it.
Or these people who are like ex-Navy SEALs and shit that are just. Because, like, the military has way more elite forces than they ever have. And, like, all these guys who are like these trained fucking soldiers.
And think about it. Like, even with Mike Tyson, he hasn't been in a professional fight in how long?
Oh, God. probably 20 years now.
And if now he were to get into a fist fight with somebody just like over an altercation, his hands are deadly weapons.
Like me and you got in a fight with Mike Tyson. He would still beat the shit out of us.
He would beat the shit out of us, but he could catch a case because his hands are deadly weapons.
Right, absolutely.
So he hasn't fought anybody, and that's what he made millions of dollars on. It was his love.
Right.
He did that shit every day for basically all of his childhood, all of his life.
I actually saw an interview.
And now he can't. When he gets 70,
a snippet of an interview with Mike Tyson was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he said that he doesn't exercise at all anymore. He wants to forget about his whole boxing past. He's like, because the person who I was when I did that got me into a lot of trouble, got me locked up. It got me like sent to a psychiatric hospital. He's like, I don't even try to think about that part of my life anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, it was what it was, but it was such a bad time in my life. Like that Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he was an asshole back then.
Oh yeah, I mean, he beat his wife and shit. He went to jail. He raped somebody. He went to prison. He did a lot of fucked up shit, man. Like
allegedly.
No, he went to jail.
Okay.
Once you're convicted, it's no longer allegedly.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely. You know what? He's done a complete 360. Because he has, that's what I meant.
360 means he's back to where he started.
He's definitely done like the
rehabilitation.
Just kind of like image rehabilitation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't even honestly, it's kind of shitty to say, but I don't even think about that when I look at him now.
Yeah,
I'm just like, hey, he wrote a book and he does stand up, and he was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah. It's like nobody thinks about Mike Vick fighting dogs because he rehabilitated himself and he came back. And
Does he still play?
He did for a while. He's retired now.
Okay.
He came back for like, I don't know, I want to say like 4 or 5 seasons or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came back, so. All right, man. You got anything else?
I got nothing, man.
Cool. All right, everybody. That is all the time we have for today's episode. Please make sure to check us out and follow us on twitch.tv/CrazyTown Media Live. Or if you want, check out our YouTube channel at Crazy Town Media. That's where you can see replays of this or our other videos that we do. Or if you just want to hear our voices because you want to imagine what we look like in your mind when you fantasize, that's cool too. Spotify, iTunes, whatever. But for Jonas
and TNT Dynamite,
we
are
out.